What's the sort of difference between the way that you guys recovered the other day and today? Is it maybe a conditional state or?
It's hard to say really, but the only thing I can say is that with no production in the top 3 or 4, you're always going to be under pressure, and you don't want that to be your default position. We were somewhat lucky the other day with some skill from Ferreira and Shepherd and Faf to get out of it, but you can't keep putting yourself in there and expect that to be the case. So rather than how we could have got out of it, it's how we got in it, which will be the occupation of thoughts for almost 24 hours. So a bit of resilience and again understanding players, understanding your team, and just trying to sink into some rhythms of the game. There's still some nerves as the players get used to different surrounds and 2 different grounds. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but we just got to bed down that top order, give them a little bit of confidence, and then find the rhythms of the game.
And can I ask you a little bit about Donovan Ferreira?
Sure.
Today, but what's your impressions of him, and why did he attract that big bid and I guess pay off?
Well, it did pay off in the first game, and that was a nice return. He is a lot of power, he's a lot of skill. He's actually down as a possible keeper as well, which we've seen in the warm-up games, and he's very good at that. He can bowl off spin, so very versatile, but he's a dynamic player, and when you have dynamic players sort of through the middle of the order or throughout the order, whenever they come off, you go close to winning. So that's why he went for such a price, and I think that's why he justified it the other night.
So what do you make of T20 pitches which aren't exactly batter friendly, which offers something to the bowler? Is that what the crowd comes to see? Or?
No, that's on us. That looks a good wicket. It might have had a little bit of nibble in it, but we could have done a lot better there. It's on us that the game fell short, and also start of a tournament as well. So you want to see a little bit of life. If it's dead all the way through, it's going to be hard to, especially with the heat here, hard to maintain a good surface. So yeah, it's on us that one. We could have done better for the crowd today.
I think South Africans have had a lot of the greatest scheme of things, kind of bad headlines that day in cricket.
Yeah.
There's a great hope that this tournament will turn that around. Do you think it has that?
Well, I hope so. Cricket in any country that needs a bit of a boost is a concern for all players. So part of the investment into this, part of the calibre of player, I guess part of the calibre of coaches as well. There's a real interest from an investment from IPL franchises who are looking to have a professionalism across the globe, as well as a really high-end level of South African coaches. If not at the top, then certainly in the mix with the coaching group. So I've got a good feel about it. Like the first 3 games looked excellent with crowds there, good support. That's how I remember playing here. I guess our challenge from a local point of view is to play well enough to get a 4 Wanderers. Now that is special. So part of my story talking to these players is how we can do that. Performances like today don't help, but I hope that the competition is the vehicle to give it a bit more enthusiasm. So yeah, I've got high hopes, but it's up to the players and the coaches to do that.
Yeah. So quick turnaround for you guys.
Yeah.
You would have probably liked the day in between to get used to what Cape Town offers. But do you see you guys improving?
Well, it's a great challenge, and it's something even a 45-minute bus trip down the road will have me sort of ruminating on thoughts. Part of me saying it's a great thing to get back into it. In terms of big changes and filling spots up and changing the tactics, probably not. It just 24 hours isn't enough. 2 games into a tournament isn't enough to give guys that full opportunity. We've got big resources in bowling, so we have some luxury there where we can be a bit more selective depending on what we think the pitch will be like. But the overall strategy of the team and the message will be about resilience, because there's not many places you can hide after that sort of performance apart from getting back on the field. So we'll try and see it as a good thing.
Is the scheduling the same or different to other leagues? Because it seems quite quick. I mean, you just finished and you're going to be back tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a little bit on fast forward, you have to admit, and particularly with 3 away games. I know Paarl was one for travel and Cape Town was staying in there, but I think we all appreciate that there's a series that has to be played in the middle as well, which is important for CSA, and it's a fine balance. Sometimes they go too long in between. You want to just keep bouncing through, and we're going to have pockets where it's going to be tight, but I still think the more cricket you can put on in a short space of time, the better. The longer it runs out, you risk losing fans, so hard and fast is a good motto.
Thank you.
Thanks guys. Thanks.